Our next speaker, Neil Bachelor, is a fellow of the Royal Society for Arts, and he's going to tell us all about his interesting initiative, Omnifolio.
Hello everyone, I'm Neil, and yeah, here to talk about Omnifolio. I wanted to start off with a quote by J.M. Barrie that nothing's really worked unless you soon to be doing something else. But unfortunately, when I think it comes to jobs, a lot of us would soon to be doing something else. The numbers seem to break down to around a third, a third, and a third. A third of us are lucky enough to love what we do. A third, we're okay, we get by. And a third, really desperate to do something different, which presumably include this poor bloke up here. So essentially, Omnifolio has been set up to improve that ratio, use personal profiling to help us understand more about ourselves, but also by pooling that data, help us unpick the nuances of job satisfaction and workforce performance, and then ultimately help more people find fulfilling work. Essentially, it's a data cooperative. So the more data we put in, the more useful data we all get out. In terms of how it works, it's based on 4 psychometric questionnaires, so personality, motivation, task interest, and self-rated ability. Here's on the outputs. So this is personality profile. Down the middle is the average line. To scores to the right, higher than average. Scores to the left are lower than average. But I hasten to add, there's no right or wrong, good or bad. It's just understanding and contextualizing individual differences. But as well as looking at the population, the system also allows you to look at subgroup profiling. So this is the purple bars actually represent those on the system who are self-employed, but have reported particularly high levels of job satisfaction. So that's a lot of data. But if you look at these 3 in particular, this individual, if they were thinking about becoming a freelancer, they might want to reflect on, well, could I handle the extra uncertainty of self-employment? Might I struggle to... Oh dear. Sorry about that. Yeah, anyway, back we go. Might we also, this person struggle to communicate in the customer scenarios? And finally, with making all the decisions, the loneliness of command. So as I said, something that they could reflect on. Before I go to the ask at the end, I also wanted to say that the tech system we've built, apart from a small Catalyst grant, we've not had any funding. And just a very small team of developers have been able to build the entire system. And yeah, we've inarguably one that's better and more scalable than a lot of the commercial ones out there. And it wouldn't be possible without all these things. And also the finances. Our monthly running costs are £12.20. And that is it. And that's a fully functioning website. In terms of the ask, so I'm not going to be asking for your money, but really would appreciate your help sourcing data. So please do consider becoming one of our data donors. The questionnaires take about 5 minutes each. There are 4 of them. And yes, that would be really helpful. In addition, do you know, and you get lots of feedback about not just the personality profile you saw, but also the team role preferences, leadership style preferences, that kind of thing. Yeah, do you know anyone else who might be willing to do it, particularly if they love their job? We're trying to validate our career matching algorithms, so that kind of data is particularly useful for us. And I've not looked at, okay, yeah, I'll get on. And basically, yes, any organizations that would be interested in profiling a subpart, that would be great. And finally, of course, last but not least, anyone that's unhappy in their job, like that poor chap at the beginning that you think might benefit from, please tell them as well. Thank you.